What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram, coming at you once again here on the U to the 2. So, I've just finished watching Stardom's last pay-per-view of the year, Stardom Dream Queendom. And I have to say, what a way to finish the year off for Stardom. This was an incredible pay-per-view. I just finished watching it in its entirety. So let's jump in and go over the matches. Because this was a great pay-per-view. I enjoyed every moment of it. So we had 8 total matches. We had a pre-show match and then 7 main card matches. So we're going to go through each one. So we started off with the pre-show match. This was a 5-way match. So fatal 5-way. We had Lady C versus Waka Tsukiyama versus Fukiken Death versus Rina versus Saki Kashima. Now, my only thing about this match, I feel like it's kind of a bummer that it couldn't be like a fatal 5-way between a member of each unit. Because, I mean, this match had 3 members of Oedo Tai in it. You know what I mean? And when you look back at the match, for at least a good half, at least like right above half of the match, they were spent working together. And sure enough, an Oedo Tai member, which happened to be Fukiken Death, was able to get the victory, pinning Waka Tsukiyama, and she wins the fatal 5-way, but it's still a big win for Oedo Tai, being that they were kind of at, a 3-2 advantage. Even though this was a every woman for himself, I mean, you got 3 members of Oedo Tai in this match. I would have liked it more if it was like maybe a rookie member of each unit or something like that. Like if Hina was still currently wrestling, I think it would have been nice to have like, for example, it could have been Hina, Lady C, Waka Tsukiyama, Rina, and then probably one other member or something like that. I guess Saki Kashima. But, the fact that you had 3 members of Oedo Tai in there, just, I don't know. It just seemed kind of one-sided when you see more than half of the match spent Oedo Tai working together to upstage both Lady C and Waka Tsukiyama in a match that's supposed to be every woman for himself. But, so, I mean, it was an alright match, but just the concept behind the match, I wasn't a fan of the concept behind the match. The match itself was still alright, but the concept behind this match makes no sense to me. Especially with the ladies that are in this match. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they could have reduced it to a 3-way or to a 4-way, but just, yeah. Maybe have like a Lady C, Rina, Waka Tsukiyama. I mean, that would have worked, but yeah. But it was an okay match. Okay. To kick off the main card, we had the Future of Stardom Championship on the line as the champion Ruka defended against Stars Hanan. Overall, this was actually a pretty dang on good match. There was a really sick flatliner that Ruka gave to Hanan. Just the speed and velocity of that flatliner, that it looked sick. It looked really, really sick. And I saw that Hanan was sporting some new ring gear. Had some sparkly, it was like blue and yellow or blue and gold ring gear. So I was pretty impressed with her ring gear. And Ruka had the jet black colored hair. I know before she was rocking like the blonde hair, but she went with the jet black hair in this match. But I didn't realize these two ladies have such a long history of going up against each other. These two ladies have a long history because this dates back to the early days of the early years of Stardom, and because Hanan, I believe, is the middle sister. I think the order is Rina, Hanan, and Hina. I think Hina's the oldest of the three, or it might be Hanan. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Hanan is the middle sister. I think. I think. But apparently, her and Roka go way back. They actually showed some clips from their much younger years in Stardom when they were still pretty new. But Hanan ended up winning the championship. She pinned Roka with a back suplex pin and became the new future of Stardom champion. And this is her first championship. So congratulations to Hanan. I did not think they would pull the trigger on her because this was Roka's fourth defense, if I remember correctly, because she beat Mai Sakurai and Waka Tsukiyama in a three-way, defended the title that way, and she also defended the title against Lady C. So no, this is actually her third. That was her third defense. Third defense. Yeah, yeah, third defense. So I was thinking that Ruka was going to hold the belt a little bit longer, but they pulled the trigger on Hanan. So hey, I'm all for it. So congratulations to Hanan for winning the Future of Stardom Championship. Did your thing. Definitely did your thing. And I saw that the rest of the stars came in to celebrate, including Saya Ida. Saya Ida got into the ring. Of course, another uh, former Future of Stardom champion. Now, of course, let's not forget the actual stipulations of the Future of Stardom Championship. You have to either be wrestling for under 3 years, or you have to be 20 years or younger, 20 years old or younger. So 3 years or less, or 20 years of age or younger. So those are the requirements for being able to challenge for the Future of Stardom Championship and hold that title because it's for the young and inexperienced. Now, great match overall. Great match. Definitely enjoyed it. Now, next up we had the Artist of Stardom Trios titles on the line as Donna Del Mundo's Mai Hime Poi, Maika, Himeka, Natsupoi defended the titles against Cosmic Angels, Mina Shirakawa, Unagi Sayaka, and Mai Sakurai. And Mai Sakurai was supporting some new gear for this match. She had some fancy looking red gear for this match. And I have to say, this this was actually a pretty dang on good trios match. Like, I feel like sometimes trios matches can be kind of crazy and kind of bleh, but this match was actually really good. This was really good. Both teams had their dancing intros, which I thought was pretty cool. But this was actually a pretty dang on good trios match. Mai Sakurai had some great moments in this match. She's still kind of a newbie as well, but I thought she did good. I thought she did really good. But all six of these ladies looked great in this match. I was very impressed with how this match went. And then, sure enough, Micah just went on a Michinoku driver spree, hitting all three ladies with Michinoku drivers, with Mai Sakurai being the final one to take one, and then she pins her. 1, 2, 3. Mai Hime Poi retains. But man, Micah just went on a Michinoku driver spree. It was crazy. Just Michinoku drivers for everybody. But it was a great match. I definitely enjoyed this match. Because like I said, a lot of trios matches tend to be hit or miss. But this one was definitely a hit. Definitely a hit. So yeah, I was very happy with this match, and my Hime Poi retained the Artists of Stardom Trios Championship. And then next up we had the Fatal 3-Way, so triple threat for the High Speed Championship. So this was Starlight Kid, the champion, Oedo Tai Starlight Kid, defending against Azumi of Queen's Quest and Koguma of Stars. And this was definitely full of high-speed action from pretty much start to finish. And I definitely enjoyed this match. I even liked the segment where all three ladies were down and then all three ladies did a kip up to get back to their feet. I thought that was pretty cool. They did a triple kip up at the same time. That was a really cool spot. But overall, I think having Starlight Kid retain was the right call. She was able to roll up and pin Koguma to get the victory, but there were a lot of crazy high-speed pin attempts in this match. I mean, from sunset flips to a bunch of Azumi Sushis to a bunch of random roll-ups. Like, it was crazy the number of pin attempts in this match. But, I mean, when you think about it, in a high-speed match, that's kind of to be expected. It's kind of expected. And this match definitely was loaded with them. But at the end of the night, or at the end of the match, Starlight Kid retains the High Speed Championship. So she will go into 2022 as the High Speed Champion. And you know, I think it's a good call. I mean, I like Koguma and I like Azumi. Of course, both of those ladies are former High Speed Champions. But I really feel like with this being Starlight Kid's first High Speed Championship title run, I think she needs to hold it for a while. I really do. So I really don't expect Starlight Kid to lose that title anytime soon. Maybe perhaps middle of the year, but I don't see Starlight Kid losing that title anytime soon. Of course, adding insult to injury, she puts Koguma's mask on Koguma at the end of the match, you know, the taunt. And it looks like Azumi got up in Starlight Kid's face, and it looks like Azumi wants a singles title opportunity. So, one-on-one for the High Speed Championship. We'll have to see if maybe going into the new year that we get to see Azumi and Starlight Kid go at it for the title. But for now, Starlight Kid retains the High Speed Championship as expected. Okay, next up we had a very special match. The return of Julia and the farewell of Konami. Julia versus Konami. And I thought it was really cool. Konami rocking her Tokyo Cyber Squad ring attire for this match. I thought that was really cool. She had her Oedo Tai theme playing, but she had her Tokyo Cyber Squad ring gear for this match. So I thought that was really cool. You know, pay some tribute to Hana Kimura, the original leader of Tokyo Cyber Squad. And then Julia came out supporting a new look as well. Kind of had the braids, which Hana Kimura has had those type of braids before. But yeah, she had like the platinum blonde and black braids. Had new gear as well. And she came out with a big flag that had Never End on it. And it had pretty much all of the Stardom rosters autographs on that banner. So I thought that was pretty cool. But she came to the ring with that. And yeah, had a pre-match handshake, and these two ladies went at it. And I have to say, these two ladies, they had a great match. Not only that, bringing out some familiar moves that may bring your attention. I mean, I took a couple of notes, but there was a moment where Konami used the hydrangea on Julia, which was Hana Kimura's submission finisher. So I thought that was cool seeing her use that, pay tribute to Hana Kimura. And Konami even attempted a muscle buster, something that Jungle Kiona uses. You know, she was a former TCS member. And then Julia even did a package pile driver, which Jungle Kiona has used before. But I mean, it was really cool to see these ladies pay tribute to Hana Kimura and also Jungle Kiona, who's no longer with Stardom as well. Of course, Hana Kimura, she passed away, but Jungle Kiona is no longer with Stardom. But when it came down to it, it was back and forth. These ladies tore each other apart. It was an excellent match. And Julia, in her return to the ring, hits the glorious driver on Konami to get the 1-2-3 pin. Julia wins her return match. And, these two ladies hugged and they had a moment. And, of course, Julia ended up passing the banner, the Never End banner, to Konami, and they actually left the ring together, shoulder to shoulder. But yeah, so this was Konami's farewell match. And like I said, it sounds like at some point in time she will be back. Definitely she's going to be out to take care of her personal and mental health and all that jazz. But I think in due time, maybe a year from now, there's no telling. We can't put a timetable on these things. But I do believe Konami will be back. And it was even mentioned that she might make some occasional appearances, maybe like, in the audience or on commentary or, stuff like that. So that's always possible. But, Konami will be away for a good while, it sounds like. But hey, I look forward to her return at some point, and hey, I think maybe when she returns, we could see her go after the red belt. The red belt, or even the Wonder of Stardom Championship, which I don't think she's ever won either of those two belts. So hey, something to think about. But Konami, I wish you the best of luck on your recovery. Take care of yourself. Do what you got to do. We love you. We'll miss you. The submission sniper, Konami of Oedo Tai. But great match between her and Julia. All right, we had the special Stardom 10th anniversary tag match where we had Mayu Iwatani teamed up with Takumi Iroha from the Marvelous Women's Pro Wrestling promotion, going up against Momo Watanabe, who just recently joined Oedo Tai, and Hazuki of Stars. So quite an interesting matchup here. And I was really surprised at first that Momo actually shook hands with Takumi and Mayu at the beginning. It took a while, but she gave in and shook their hands. So I thought that was really, really crazy. But overall, this was a good match. It seemed like both teams were definitely working together. Momo and Hazuki were definitely working together for most of the match. And then, when it was all said and done, bam! As Hazuki was trying to get the pin, Momo Watanabe with a buzzsaw kick to the head of Hazuki. Pretty much turned on her, ditched her, left the ring. Of course, Mayu and Takumi weren't a fan of that. I mean, after all, Mayu and Hazuki are in the same unit together now. But they had to, finish the match and clean things up, which they did. It took a combination of a running Razor's Edge from Takumi Iroha, and then Mayu Iwatani finishes Hazuki off with a top rope moonsault for the 1, 2, 3. And Mayu Iwatani and Takumi Iroha are the winners of this Stardom 10th anniversary tag team match. So, of course, Mayu got on the mic. I mean, pretty much all four ladies got on the mic at some point. But the main thing that stuck out was it looks like Hazuki wants revenge, and she wants to take out Momo Watanabe. So it's looking like we're gonna see a rivalry brew between Hazuki and Momo Watanabe, the Black Peach of Oedo Tai. Should be interesting. Should be really interesting. You know, when you think about it, Hazuki's a former member of Oedo Tai, now with the Stars unit. So I'm very curious to see how this rivalry goes. You know what I mean? Should be interesting going into the new year. Okay. Our co-main event. And this was a match that I was pumped for. Very, very pumped for. The Wonder of Stardom Championship match. The white belt is on the line as the champion, Cosmic Angels Tam Nakano, defended against Queen's Quest's Saya Kamitani. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it looked like both ladies were sporting new gear. Definitely Saya Kamitani. I think Tam Nakano was sporting new gear as well. I don't remember ever seeing both of these ladies in the gear that they wore for this match. So I think they were sporting new gear. But look great. Both ladies look great. But let me tell you, I put this match as one of my match of the year candidates. The only negative that I can think of was Saya Kamitani couldn't get Tam Nakano all the way over on both of the reverse ranas, the one from the turnbuckle and the one on the apron. Couldn't really get the reverse ranas all the way over. But aside from that, this match was incredible. I mean, these ladies went back and forth. It seemed like Tam Nakano was in control for like the first half of the match. But then it just went back and forth, and Saya Kamitani did not give up. I mean, there was a couple of times where she kicked out at one from Penatips. And I tell you, Saya Kamitani, she wrestled like she wanted that belt badly. And despite her hitting Tam with the Star Crusher and Tam kicking out, she was actually able right afterwards to hit her with the Phoenix Splash and get the 1, 2, 3. And Saya Kamitani is your new Wonder of Stardom champion. I told y'all, look back at earlier videos that I've done. Look back at my Twitter page. I told y'all at the beginning of the year that I predict that before the end of this year that Saya Kamitani was going to become a singles champion. And she did it just in time. But I told y'all she was going to become a singles champion by the end of this year. And sure enough, it became a reality at Stardom Dream Queendom. The Golden Phoenix is your new Wonder of Stardom champion. And I love the sign of respect showed from Tam Nakano putting the belt around her waist. Thought that was really cool. And then afterwards, Unagi Sayaka got into the ring and she wants her first match in the year 2022 to be a Wonder of Stardom championship match with the newly crowned Saya Kamitani. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I think that'll be a good first test for Saya Kamitani. I mean, she dethroned a big name in Tam Nakano, so that's a big deal. Now, I know a lot of people might feel kind of iffy with them pulling the trigger on Saya Kamitani winning this title. But realistically, I felt like Tam Nakano's run, like her white belt run, was kind of damaged because they had her doing so much focus for a while with the Artists of Stardom Trios titles. Because right now, I believe Cosmic Angel still holds the record for the most successful Artists of Stardom uh, Trios title defenses. I think they own that record now. So I felt like because there was a lot of focus on breaking that record, that I felt like it kind of hurt Tam's white belt title run because it really didn't seem like she defended it that much. You know what I mean? And she had the Artists of Stardom trios titles at the same time. So I think this was overall the right call, putting the belt on Saya Kamitani. And I just felt like she really has earned it. I mean, I know she wasn't able to win it after winning the Cinderella tournament, but earned another shot, and bam, she won it. I think I think she earned it. I really think she earned it. Well deserved. Congratulations to the Golden Phoenix, Saya Kamitani, on becoming the new Wonder of Stardom champion. And you know something? I think they need to give her a good title run. Just a good, decent title run. And it's a big deal. It's the mid card title. It's the title one level lower than the World of Stardom championship. So I really hope they give Saya a good run. I think she deserves a good run. And I hope she defends the title quite a bit. But we'll see what happens. But totally happy for her. Totally called this. And I can't wait to see how her title run goes. And then we had the main event. The World of Stardom SWA winner takes all title match. No time limit. The red belt champion, the World of Stardom champion Utami Hayashishita versus the SWA World Undisputed champion Shuri. And I must say, I'll say this. I don't think it tops their Yokohama Dream Cinderella match, but this was still a epic, awesome match. But I wouldn't say that it tops their match back in June. But I tell you, these two ladies tore each other up, and it definitely showed in their story and the build up of this rivalry that this rematch was going to explode, and that it did. And I mean, just there were some really good spots in this match. Shuri with a handful of submission attempts, went for a head scissors takedown and got countered with a sick power bomb outside of the ring. I mean, she looked like she got hit hard. And there was even a guillotine leg drop onto Utami Hayashishita onto the apron from the turnbuckle. I was like, wow, that was crazy. That was really crazy. But these ladies were back and forth. There were a lot of close calls. Utami had a rear naked choke, body scissors on Shuri. It looked like she was about to pass out, but was able to reach the rope. Got hit with the BT bomb, Utami's main finisher, but her legs, Shuri's legs, were draped on the rope when she was hit. Therefore, with the pentatip, her feet were on the rope. That's a rope break. But man, I tell you, the finish I did not see coming. But Shuri hit Utami with something similar to Kenny Omega's one-winged angel. She hit Utami with that, gets the 1-2-3, and Shuri Kondo has finally done it. Not only does she retain the SWA Undisputed World Championship, but she has become the new World of Stardom champion, a title she has been chasing after for at least a good year or two. And she has finally done it. So she is currently Shuri 3 belts. Because remember, she also is one half of the Goddess of Stardom tag champions with Julia. She now has 3 belts. And of course, she had a good moment of sportsmanship between the two ladies. Of course, Shuri got a chance to hug Konami and the other members of Donna Del Mundo, and Konami was actually a special guest commentator for this match, and also on the English commentary after her match in the pre-show. Waka Tsukiyama was on English commentary, which apparently I didn't know she spoke decent English. She didn't say a whole lot. I thought she was kind of shy, but it was good to see her get on commentary, and she speaks pretty good English. So I thought that was cool. But Shuri, the reign of Shuri has begun. So I'm looking forward to how things go for her in the year 2022. Like I said, I still think the unification of the SWA and World of Stardom titles may happen. I think that still may happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Now, I know a lot of people are like, man, Utami should have won. Utami should have won. It would have been her 10th successful defense. Look, she's held the belt over 400 plus days. She held the belt ever since November of last year. And she's defended it successfully 9 times. And she's pretty much the ace of Stardom right now. I mean, I know Shuri is the red belt champ, but Utami Hayashishita is the ace of Stardom right now. And she's probably been the ace for a while. So I really don't think this loss hurts her. I really don't. Shuri earned this. She did it for herself, and also dedicated to her mother, who passed away. It was either early this year or late last year, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Shuri, she's had a great win percentage, and she's really done a lot to deserve and earn this championship. So I mean, overall, Utami has had an excellent run, but it was Shuri's time. Realistically, it was Shuri's time. And who knows? I'm pretty sure at some point Utami's going to have another red belt run. At some point, she's going to have another red belt run. For sure. For sure. But I know it's been kind of rough for Queen's Quest. I mean, losing Momo Watanabe, Utami losing the red belt. But hey, Saya Kamitani won the white belt, so it's not all that bad for Queen's Quest. So, also, Natsuko Tora was in attendance alongside Oedo Tai, so looks like her recovery is coming along little by little. And we saw Saya Ida as well at the show. I wonder when she's going to be cleared. My guess is she'll be wrestling in 2022. Here's hoping, because I think she would have been recovered by now, but we will see. We will see. But this was an awesome pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. We had 3 title changes in this pay-per-view. Had the Future of Stardom Championship, the Wonder of Stardom Championship, and the World of Stardom Championship. All changed hands at this pay-per-view. But what a way to end the year for World Wonder Ring Stardom. Excellent way. I'm looking forward to what Stardom brings forth in the year 2022. Should be exciting. Should be really exciting. But that's pretty much all that I have on my recap of Stardom Dream Queendom 2021. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. What did y'all think of the matches? What did y'all think of the outcomes? What did you think of the title changes? Let me know what y'all thought. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll catch every video that I upload. And thank you so much for watching. This is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram signing off for another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming. Hope everybody has a blessed and happy new year. And y'all don't see me again, I will see y'all in 2022. God bless. Peace.